Welcome to the Tuesday Show, starring Hannah Davis and Abby Carter. Today on the Tuesday Show, we'll be talking about math. We've had a lot of tough stuff in math this year, so we're going to cover some of that. So you're ready for 7th grade.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the year, we did decimals. So now I'm going to just redo or go over again decimals. So we're going to just explain what decimals are right now. So decimals are just numbers, but they're not whole numbers. So like 2 is not a decimal, but 0.2 is a decimal. So if we're going to add decimals, we would say 0.4 plus 0.8, and then we would just add like we normally would, and we would just ignore them. So we have 0.4 and 0.8, and we're just going to add those two numbers right now, but first you got to bring down your decimal point. So I'm going to put the decimal point, and then 8 plus 4 is 12, so we're going to put the 2 and carry over the 1, and that's 1. So your answer is 1.2. And now we're going to do subtracting decimals. So if we were to do 0.9 minus 0.3. Okay, so our first step is going to be the same as the addition. We're going to bring down our decimal, and then we're just going to subtract like we normally would. So 9 minus 3 is 6, and then 0 minus 0 is 0, so then your answer is 0.6.
Costume change! I will be talking about fractions. Now fractions you can add, multiply, divide, or subtract, but I will be showing you how to multiply them. So I will be multiplying 2/5 times 7/10. So you basically just multiply across.
Numerator, multiply across, and the ones across, multiply across. When you multiply across.
So it would be 5 times 10, which is 50, times 2 times 7, which is 14, and then you can reduce this fraction, so you just see what number goes into both of them and divide by that. So 2 goes into 50 and 14, so it would be 7 25ths.
Now we're going to do multiplying, so let's do 16 times 3. So you're going to do 6 times 3, which is 18, and then you're going to do 3 times 1, which would just be 3, and then you're going to add 1 to 3, so that would be 4, so your answer would be 48. And now we're going to do division, so let's do 22 divided by 2. So you're going to see how many times 2 goes into 2. So 2 would go into the first 2 one time. Then you're going to do 2 times 1 is 2. Then you're going to subtract 2 minus 2, which is 0. Then you're going to bring down this 2. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to see how many times 2 goes into this 2, which is 1. Then you're going to do the same thing. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract, and your answer is 11.
The sponsors of the Tuesday Show are Office Snacks for all your school supply needs.
And
a beginner!
A jumping extravaganza for anyone, anytime.
So next up on the Tuesday Show, we are having an interview with Mrs. Curtis.
So, first question is, what is your favorite unit to teach in math?
Well, I love math, everything, but if I had to choose a favorite, my favorite would be algebra. I love solving algebraic equations.
I think that would be one of the worst ones.
Or geometry?
Oh, that was a little better.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably most problem bars.
Good. I like it.
How many years have you been teaching that?
I taught for 10 years prior to taking time off with my daughter and son, and it's my first year back at Sycamore Middle School. I worked at Marquardt Middle School before, so.
Okay.
Do you have any tips for people that are struggling?
Well, a couple of tips I have are make sure to show your work so we know where to help you, and also ask for help. A lot of students do not ask for help, so asking a teacher or an adult for help, or even another student, usually helps them understand the concepts they are struggling with.
Now, is it just me, or did you look at me when you said show your work?
Well, I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
I don't show my work a lot.
Just kidding. They show their work most of the time. 25, 75.
Keyword.
Most. Most.
So now we're going to have a fun question.
Fun. Okay.
Who is better at math? Me or Hannah?
Oh, I know this question.
I would say neither. It's me who's the best at math. Just kidding.
This has been The
The
Tuesday
Tuesday
Show, starring Hannah Davis and Abby Carter. Guest starring
Mrs. Gertis.
Thanks for watching. Thank you. Thank you.